that thought that that kind of flag might be apt to offend Jewish Confederates. And in a move that we would have to call politically,
I'm probably going to be apt to see a structure, a line structure that is
faction and be apt to render his administration subservient to its views. Essentially, if the president was elected by
we're going to be apt to misperceive those intentions. Okay? So I think this is a very important piece for
They would all be apt to teach, didacticos, skilled in teaching and handling the Word of God, because how else can you lead?
He needs to be apt to teach. What is the point if people are going to say, oh, we don't need that guy anymore? He must be given to hospitality, and he must be apt to teach. What is aptitude? It means you have the ability to teach. Is to be apt to teach the Word of God, and he has to know the Word of God himself to be able to teach it. That's why the Bible says the pastor must be apt to teach, because he has to feed the flock. That's why he can't.
Thing you'd be apt to hear outside. He pushed the door and went in. The room was filled with brighter light. Lavinia was one who would be apt to mutter such things, for she was a lone creature, given to party which might otherwise sight Jill would be apt to detect him, a slowly moving speck against a mountainside.
Have access to that, more people might be apt to go out to the airport and explore taking a flying lesson.
Right.
Questions. And so I think we're going to be more apt to come up with better solutions. We're going to know more about education.
They're more apt to be hoof problems.
Farms might also be vulnerable to flooded roads or bridges.
Written in 1768, he writes, I'm apt to suspect the Negroes to be naturally inferior to the white.
To find what I think is the most apt illustration that could be used. Babies crave milk.
Aaron would be more apt to obey God, but it isn't that way. Furthermore, if Aaron wouldn't do the right thing for God,
sculpture is apt to be formidable, and the place that it can be induced to take in the home is a difficult problem.
Where are you apt to be able to have an understanding of what a business is worth?
Constructive patterns. For example, if our mother is cold, we will be apt nevertheless to long for her, and as a result, however,
where you would be more apt to yield than to resist. Watch out. So
seem to be apt in this respect. And these sorts of error management theory biases have been documented